The top of Aprilia on home soil is Aleix Espargaro in 8th. He's just under half a second back of Martin. Vinales is 12th, and then further down we've got Oliveira 15th and Raul Fernandez in 17th place. So maybe expected a little bit more from 3 of those 4 RSGPs. Fabio Quartararo has just set the fastest first sector of the session so far as he looks to try and consolidate a place inside that top 10.
I imagine this is a really important weekend for Marco Bezzecchi as well, because after such an average, beginning of the season and struggling with that new rear tyre and the different GP23 home track, it's a chance to really try to do something, because we haven't seen the special Mark all year, have we? We
really haven't. So, I mean, aside from Jerez, I mean, that is his one and only podium of the season. And this was Marco Bezzecchi, who at this stage last year was still firmly in championship contention. He was being talked about as a potential threat to the likes of Bagnaia and Martin. Yeah, it's been tough going. A very, very tough season for Marco Bezzecchi, but at the moment in 5th.
Right on cue.
Yeah, good lap, great lap. 31.313 from Quartararo. Has he ever gone around Misano faster than that? And he's digging deep once again, 7th place.
And speaking of ever going around faster than around Misano, this man, later on, you expect Pico to be up top.
Yeah, look who's right behind him, Jack Miller. Miller was keeping tabs here with Bagnaia. Jack Miller might have got this track position absolutely perfect. Just at the moment outside the top 10. Keep a close eye on the Aussie on the 43 bike, just out of your pitch now as Bagnaia powers through the Misano corner. Tucked in behind the screen of his factory Ducati, 130.885. That is some response, that is some answer, isn't it, to all the question marks about his physical condition after the big collision with Alex Marquez in Aragon just 5 days ago. Pecco Bagnaia finds himself back on top. Miller did move into the top 10. Good lap by Miller, using Bagnaia as a great reference. Miller found a 131.3. He's up to 8th, the Australian. That's put Aleix Espargaro now right on the cusp. Frankie Morbidelli. Thought we might see a little bit more from Morbidelli. Still got a couple of minutes remaining in this session, but he's been bumped down to 12th place. Vinales 13th.
I really thought Vinales would be in top 10 today. With high grip, he's traditionally good here, and with that high grip, he needs that rear tyre grip to make the bike turn, and you have it here. So I'll be surprised if he doesn't do something.
We're in that phase, aren't we, with Vinales, Simon? You never quite know what number 12 is going to turn up from week to week. At the moment, it's the fast one. A 131.301 has put Vinales up into P7. This is Bagnaia and Marc Marquez engaging in their own sort of personal duel here for P1 on the opening day here of this Red Bull Grand Prix of San Marino. Round 13 of 20. 23 points behind in the championship is Pecco Bagnaia. 37 on the table here this weekend. Now the yellow flags are out in sector 1, so Bagnaia needs a big lap here. Well, in terms of keeping his place at the top, and he finds it. 130.685 cements his advantage at the top. We mentioned Aleix Espargaro being in the danger zone. Well, he's in the crash zone now, in the gravel trap at turn 2, and that means Aleix Espargaro is in Q1. He was already down in 11th place. He's going to flick it. Oh, he didn't even get a chance to flick it left. He tried to.
It was so close between saving it and not. Yeah, well, look at that. Rear come around, then push the front. As the rear came back into line, threw his weight onto front, and the front let go.
So the best time from Aleix Espargaro in that assessment will be a 131.433. Of course, the yellow flags, it's not going to have any impact on Pecco Bagnaia, because he has found something really special. What a lap time that is by Bagnaia. Just for your reference, all-time lap record, Jorge Martin, 130.390. So we're still just a whisker under 0.3 of a second away from that benchmark. Marc Marquez at the moment in 3rd. Just look at our top 4 names in this practice session here. Bagnaia, Martin, Marc Marquez and Bastianini. The cream has risen to the top here in Misano. The top 4 riders in the MotoGP World Championship. The top 4 as it stands. And then the next best, 5th place, is Pedro Acosta, who is the only non-Ducati rider with more than 1 podium in the books so far this season. Acosta 5th. Of course, we have to mention he did crash at Quercia Corner a few moments ago. So Martin then, they've got 1 more lap Not that he's going to need it. That 130.966 will ease Martin into Q2. The last time Jorge Martin didn't find himself in Q2 was in this Grand Prix 2 years ago. That's some record. That just shows, doesn't it, how good Jorge is in time attacks. 2022 Misano, the last time he was not making a Q2 appearance. Checker flag is out, and checker flag has been taken by Jack Miller, so maybe a few nervy moments late on here for Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. Miller 9th, Brad Binder in 10th place. Just a quick glance at our timing screens. At the moment, there's no obvious signs of those two and any major risk of being pushed out. Vinales has just had a PB second sector, but he's already ahead of the two factory KTMs. Marc Marquez, this is a good lap from the 93. He's just pursuing Frankie Morbidelli. Top end of the circuit we go into turns 9 and 10. This is Tramonto, second gear, down to 75 kilometers an hour at the slowest point through turn 10, and then you really do unleash the potential of a MotoGP bike. There's that spectacular rear shot of Morbidelli and Marquez in full flow, in full attack mode late on here. Morbidelli needs the lap more than Marquez. His need is greater because he's in 13th place, the Italian, a 131.527 at the moment. It's Brad Binder who's going to be hoping that there's nothing coming late on from Morbidelli. We're tracking now the number 21, former Moto2 world champion, circuit specialist here in Misano. Is he going to be inflicting some late pain here on Binder? He is. What a lap that was by Morbidelli, and that has then pushed Brad Binder out of the top 10. Late drama then for Red Bull KTM. Morbidelli goes 4th, a top 3 of Bagnaia, Marquez and Martin. Your top 3 in the World Championship. Morbidelli 4th, Bastianini 5th ahead of Acosta, Bezzecchi, Vinales, Fabio Quartararo. Top job, top ride that by Quartararo to get himself into Q2 directly. Jack Miller secures the final place then inside the top 10.